Hello everyone, we're here today to take a look at the campaigns tab from your dashboard. Here you will be able to find all the campaign that you have created one shot once. Let's take a look at the campaign creation form. So here you'll be able to create your campaign and set it to multiple devices all at once. You can choose, for example, here iOS by default, Android, or also web push. You can really mix whatever environment you want to send your campaigns on. We will see the three mains block. First, the targeting, meaning who will receive your campaign. Then you have the sending mode, and then you've got the content of your campaign that you're going to send. So first, if we take a look at the targeting, you see that the four smart segments are selected by default, but by clicking on them, you can choose whatever segment you want to send your campaign. Then you can choose a specific country, specific language. You can also have some other segmentation criteria. For example, you've got the native attributes, such as the installation date, the last push date, or the last visit date. Then we've got also the custom install data, which is the data that you send via the tagging plan. We also have the custom user data. It's the data that you send via API. So you can really choose whatever you wish for your targeting based on what you are currently sending into batch. Then we'll move on to the timing. We've got two options. Either the now, it means when you'll publish the campaign, it will be sent right away to the user matching the targeting, or we've got the schedule. For example, I'm going to send a campaign on Friday the 15th at 10:13. 15, sorry. And by default, it's the local time. That means that the user, they will receive it at 10:15 according to their time zone. Or you can choose the global time, but you have to be careful based on the time difference that you have. For example, in France, it's 1 hour later, for example. Then we have the message per se. Here you will be able to create the content of your notification. I just have to click and then copy paste my wording right away. As you can see, I've got a count of the characters and the recommendation. So you're sure that your notification is not too long. I can, of course, add media. Here I'm going to add an image because it helps have a bit more context to the notification. I can see the expanded version either on iOS, on Android, on the web as well, so I can see how it's going to be displayed everywhere. One thing that is really interesting is you can add multiple version, and you can just write right away. Here, for example, instead of hello stranger, I'm going to put a variable. I'm going to erase the stranger and click here on insert variable. And if I had the data there, I could add the first name of the user. I could set a default value. It's really important. For example, if there is no first name, then you don't want there to be a blank in your notification. And of course, you've got the formatting. That means that you can force the caps lock, for example, if you're not sure that the data that you have is really clean. And then you will just have to click on insert code and it will be filled by default. One thing that you can also try is a different image per version. And one thing also to keep in mind is to always only test one variable at a time to be sure which one has created the increase. Then you can also add the deep link. It will be where the user is redirected when they click on the notification, and it's really important to keep in mind to add your tracking UTMs or XSTOR because it will help you to have more qualitative data on your traffic, such as the bounce rates, the revenue generated, and so on. Then if I move on to the adverse setting, what we will take a look at is the expiration TTL. TTL means time to live. It's kind of the lifespan of your notification. By default, if you don't put anything, it will be 14 days. Here you can set it up in hours. For example, if you are sending news flash, you will send multiple a day, and you don't want when your user they have network back or they turned on their phone to have all of the notification being displayed at the same time. So you can, for example, put 8 hours, but also it's really handy if you have short time offers or short time offers, for example, that only last 24 hours. Before you save or publish your campaign, one thing that is really important is to always send yourself a test. Why? Just to ensure that the redirection is working, that the text is not cropped or anything else. So you just have to click on push test, either on a temporary device to send it to whatever device you identify with the ID, or just to the save device that you previously saved, and you just have to click on it, and you can click multiple to send multiple tests at once. Once everything is set up, you can save your campaign as a draft or either run it, and then you're all set up. I hope that it was useful. That's all for today, and see you on another video.